Welcome to Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health. Today, it's our Prospects Roundtable as development camp starts at Nationwide Arena. I'm Bob McElligott, and I'm pleased to be joined by Ryan Johansen and Cam Atkinson, and we welcome Oscar Dansk to the dance here today for the very first time. Oscar, let me start with you, because it'd be very easy to talk to these two guys and ask them about their recollections of coming into development camp for the first time, but I don't want them to give you any kind of a hint of what to say here. It's been kind of a whirlwind for you, hasn't it? Ever since the draft, you were taken with the Blue Jackets' second pick, 31st overall. From then until coming into Columbus for this camp, what's your life been like?
Oh, it's been pretty surreal. Especially coming in that second day, they're going first on that second day. I still can't believe I'm still like part of an organization in the NHL. So it's been a lot of fun. Been enjoying it with my family, so it's been great.
Was it kind of like that for you guys too? As he said, you're kind of pinching yourself that you're part of an NHL franchise.
Yeah, I remember when I was drafted in LA, it all just happened so fast, and like you said, it's surreal. It's just really a roller coaster for him right now. So what I did is just try and take it all in and learn as much as I can throughout this week, which is a great opportunity to meet the guys in the organization, and we're excited to have them here, and it'll be a good time to get to know them.
Cam, it was a little bit different for you than it was for these two guys. You got a first-round pick here, second-round pick here. You were a sixth-round pick. What was your experience like coming to camp here?
Well, I went third overall in the sixth round, so. But, no, it was good. I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that I was going to go to college and kind of, get bigger and stronger and go from there. And but when I came in first year, second year, prospect camp, I think the first year I was a little bit nervous. Didn't know really what to expect, like I said. Testing was a little different. But I think the most important part was just meeting all the new faces and getting to know everyone and just having fun with it. And, like they said earlier, you want to take it seriously, but at the same time, you want to try to have fun at the same time.
Oscar, for you, it's a little bit different too. You're meeting everybody here, and you're part of the group, but yet you're the only goalie in this group too. You're here with a couple of forwards, so goalies are kind of on their own program too in some ways. So how does that work out for you?
I guess we're kind of strange. We're on our own.
I didn't want to say strange, but
I guess we're kind of like our own little group. Like that's what usually happens. Like it doesn't matter if you're like on a normal summer camp in the summer with whoever, but you kind of get to know the shooters. So practicing with them, and if they snipe you or if you if you stop their puck, you're gonna.
Which is gonna happen all week.
You're gonna have some. You're gonna exchange words, and you're gonna have a lot of fun too. So.
Well, what is the deal with that, you guys? I mean, why are the goalies kind of off to the side? You'll be the first one to say, yeah, nice guy, great stop, helped us win that game. But when you see guys palling around, the goalies are usually palling around with each other.
Yeah, well, you always kind of have that competition every practice. You're kind of battling against the goalie. You're not really battling against other forwards. Because usually every drill you're shooting on net, so you're trying to beat them. It's all fun competition and practice and stuff.
I'm not really sure how to even answer that. I'll just let him answer that.
Oscar, these guys obviously have NHL experience. They're going to be coming in. They're going to be shooting on you. Coming into this camp, what are you trying to prove to the organization, to yourself maybe? What are your goals coming in here?
I really want to get the feel of it. Coming into this camp, get the feel of everything, kind of the atmosphere, and especially having players like this shoot on me. It's really going to help me get a lot better. I still want to learn even more of what it's going to take to make it to the NHL. I want to keep gaining a lot of experience to see what I can do, and I'm always going to give it my all and get a lot better.
Now, for you guys, being that you spent so much time here last year, is it comfortable to be back in this atmosphere? Is it kind of nice to come in? In some ways, you're kind of veteran guys coming into this with players like Oscar that are just getting acclimated to a little bit of NHL life. So, Cam, what's it like for you to come back in this type of a role with this much experience?
I definitely look at it as an honor to come back and be one of the leaders and mentors. This is my fourth or fifth year coming back to development camp, so I know what the young guys went through, and like I said, you just have to have fun with it, and meeting new guys, meeting all the new faces. I think that's the most important part, because you're going to eventually be teammates along the road, and But it feels good to be back and to see all you guys.
Is it strange to come into a setting like this? As Cam said, you're with guys that you're developing friendships with, and a lot of those guys might have been guys that you played against before.
Definitely, like you said, it's yes and no kind of coming back here. At the same time you're comfortable because you know everybody, and a lot of the same faces are here. But at the same time, you're still fighting for a spot on the team and being able to stay in the league. And it's going to be a fun week for us. But at the same time, we want to get better and try and take our game to another level.
I think it's interesting here too because you have guys that come from different backgrounds. Of course, Oscar playing in Sweden and is going to go into the junior ranks coming up here in the fall. Cam went to college. You played in the junior ranks too. So what is it, guys? Junior hockey, college hockey? Go ahead, battle it out. Go ahead, Joey, start it off.
Oh, I played a year of junior A, and then I moved to the Dub. So, the Dub.
Toughest league in junior hockey, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Don't you guys always have to put that in there when you talk about the Western Hockey League?
Well, there's 3 leagues that fight for 1 cup, so if you look at it that way, it's definitely the toughest. But it's definitely a really competitive league. But there's also a bunch of other great leagues around the world.
I chose the education path, but still yet to graduate. I believe I have 10 or 11 more credits. But my family's obviously been hugely fond on getting educated, and I chose to go to prep school in high school, and I was fortunate enough to get recruited by Boston College, and spent 3 years there, and I learned a lot, and I think just developing there definitely helped me become the player I am today.
What about for you, Oscar? And you do have some prep school experience too here in North America, playing at Shattuck St. Mary's.
Yeah, I did play for Shattuck for 3 years. So I've been kind of in both ranks there, trying it both, and played for 3 years, coming back to Sweden, played Swedish junior hockey for 2 years, and I'm going to get to experience the CHL life next year. So I'm really excited to try it out too. And I obviously had college in my mind too, going to Shattuck, and that was a great experience for me as well. So,
is there any pressure you guys put on yourselves coming into this camp? And obviously for different reasons. You would like to earn more playing time than you had last year. You were up and down between the Blue Jackets and Springfield last year. You want to stay for the entire season. You want to make a good first impression. Let's start with you, Oscar. Do you try not to put too much pressure on yourself coming into this camp?
Yeah, I guess, but I think at the same time, hockey players are always under a lot of pressure. Doesn't matter where you are really, but at the same time, I'm thinking I'm the kind of guy who does put a lot of pressure on myself, and I like that kind of pressure too. That's what I think kind of makes me who I am. So,
what are your pressures like, you guys?
It's my 3rd year here, so I know what to expect, and I've gone through everything. So for me, it don't be as much as pressure as for him, saying like the first time he's doing things, he's not as comfortable as I might be with some of the stuff. So those pressures might be a little different, but it's just pressure on myself really. Obviously you want to impress the new assistant coaches and stuff, but for me, I just want to go out there and try and get better, and that's all I'm going to focus on.
Yeah, I think that's why we play the game. Obviously you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself, but to have that competitive edge and just to kind of see where you are in ranks and against other players trying to make it in the pro ranks, and obviously you want to stand out as much as possible, just to prove to Richie or the coaches and the management staff that you are capable of making it to this level. And every player is different. Some guys have been here for 2 years, 3 years, and so on and so forth. But I think leaving your mark is definitely important.
Oscar, what you know about these two guys, which one of these guys are you most worried about this week as far as finding a way to shut down?
Oh, good question.
Put you on the spot there.
Yeah, you can't run and hide. You got to answer it in front of the two of them.
Oh God. How do I answer this?
You can say no comment.
I'll have to go with no comment, but I know they're both really good, so got to keep my eyes on the puck when they're
Two different styles here. You're going to have the big guy coming at you, and then you're going to have this guy trying to sneak in there behind you.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of good things about these guys, so it'll be good going up against them.
Now, for you two, you have any maybe any individual competitions between the two of you here? Because even though there is that pressure that we talked about, it's somewhat of a fun thing for you too. Get you a chance to come back, skate in this atmosphere. You know, you're going to come in, you're going to skate for a week and help these young guys get acclimated. What do you two have planned for the week?
Well, we already know who the better looking guy is, so that competition's already done. But no, I think we'll just have fun and, you know, like we said from the beginning, just try to be leaders and mentors. And, I mean, obviously a couple of shooting drills, we'll have a little competition, see who has more goals, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, me and Kevin were talking earlier, the strength and conditioning coach, and we're going to make sure every morning we get the measuring tape out and make sure if he's growing anything, we'll let everybody know. But, you know, I think it'll be good. You know, we'll kind of feed off each other out there and, you know, just keep the pace high and, you know, like we were talking about earlier, just be a leader out there kind of and show the younger guys how it's done around here and, you know, practice with a high pace and like I said, just trying to get better.
You know, speaking of the Kevin Collins, the strength coach, what's the off-season conditioning program been like for you guys? You know, they give you what they suggest when you leave, right? And then check up on you to make sure you're doing things. It's not like you're on vacation here for a couple of months. Has it been easy for you guys to keep up with?
It's been really tough. You know, every week we kind of send in updates to him, and you know he definitely puts together a really good workout for our team, and you know I've seen big differences in my body, and you know being able to be stronger, and so it's been working very well for me, and from other guys I've talked to, it's been going well for them too.
Is there one thing in the gym, one exercise, one thing you have to do that every day you go there to do it, you go, I just can't wait till this is over. This part's got to be over. You have any of those, Ken?
You know, actually, coming from college, we work out a ton, so I like to work out. But I think going outside and doing like the sled pulls and you know, tire flips, that's something that I don't like. But obviously, you battle through it, and at the end of the day, you think back and like the fact that you did it.
You ever wonder though? You're flipping tires. Do you ever say to yourself, when I'm coming down the wing and cutting in on defensemen, where is this going to help me along the way?
Just power.
Yeah, power through.
What about you, Oscar? What kind of you know, you're just getting into that now being the property of a team and getting ready to play in the CHL. You know, I'm sure it'll become more specified for you, but you know, what kind of off-season routine do you work off of?
Well, especially for this summer, I really want to get a lot stronger in my legs and keep working on my core, because I mean those are both really two key parts of being a goalie. Those are the things I think I need to get better at. So I keep on doing that to get better, like on the ice. So I do get a lot quicker on the ice, because when you do reach higher levels, you're gonna have to get quicker, and especially get into position a lot faster.
And speaking of that, will this week help you to measure yourself like that, going up against guys like this, and just getting that taste and seeing, okay, I'm here, this is where I need to get to, just kind of measuring where you're at? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, like you said, these guys are really good shooters and good players, so these are the guys I want to measure up to, and these are the two guys I want to stop the most, so I'm going to do my best to do that, and it'll be good to get kind of a good measure of where I am.
See, you're the two guys he wants to stop the most. Now, that sounds like somewhat, I mean, it's not dropping the gauntlet, but it's somewhat of a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, well, hopefully we get to do some two on O's, and we'll do some backdoor passes and stuff like that.
You going to try to be fancy in this camp? Or are you just going to go to work?
A bit of both. I mean, a little bit of fanciness.
A little bit? All right.
Just to show off against him.
Whatever it takes. But, guys, we're glad to have you back here. Obviously, Oscar, welcome to the organization. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes to sit down and chat. I hope you enjoy the week. And obviously, we'll be seeing a lot of each other soon.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, that's our Prospects Roundtable. Ryan Johansen, Cam Atkinson, Oscar Dansk. I'm Bob McElligott here on Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health.